Hello, welcome to another Burgundy with Tweedy video. Another of those wines from Justerini and Brooks. Notice actually on this one it actually has the name of the importer on the back label. It's Robert Chevillon again, and this is actually a full-on Nuits Saint-Georges rather than that Bourgogne Rouge the other day that I think might have been somewhere around the outskirts. It's a 2020 vintage. I don't think there's much more on the bottle about the wine than that. As I say, name of the importer on the back, Robert Chevillon. This is going to go with a lasagna for what it's worth. In fact, some of the previous wine that was a bit of a leftover wine from yesterday, I had a bit of a glass there, did a bit of a tasting, and then the rest of it went in the sauce because I think it was probably nicer when it was freshly opened, that one. Okay, nice deep ruby sort of a colour, not particularly translucent or anything, quite opaque, but a nice sheen to it, a nice sort of glossy ruby sort of a colour, deep dark ruby. A nice bit of a sheen, partly the light's going now, it's past sunset. So. Okay, initial nose, I would say slightly brambly. I'm getting a lot of blackberries recently, aren't I, in all forms. Yeah, something about bramble bushes, the moment of picking blackberries with a bit of a swirl. The fruit comes out a bit more now. Yeah, I don't know, I really need some new metaphors, don't I? It's dark berry fruit again. It's actually kind of similar to what I was tasting the tail end of just now, but yeah, dark berry fruit, blackberries, might be a bit of black currant, black raspberry possibly, like that Chambord liqueur. It is quite a ripe nose, very sort of rich, fruity nose there, almost bordering on a hint of jam. I know that's a swear word in Burgundy terms, the J word, but nice, and again sort of this glossy sensation. I get that in the colour and I get that oddly on the nose. It's a little bit drier and more savoury than I was expecting given that nose on the palate. Bit of mineral character there as well. Was that Bourgogne Rouge the other day similar from Robert Chevillon? That was maybe also big and fruity on the nose but a bit drier and more restrained on the palate. So definitely not jammy there. 2020 was quite a hot year, as I recall. But there's no risk of that on the palate. It's definitely quite dry, quite mineral. Is there almost a hint of something mushroomy there? Don't know, but definitely savoury character. Yeah, I'm nice in a way, elegantly savoury. Perhaps slightly woody notes. I wouldn't say it's particularly tannic, but I'm getting a subtle hint of something woody on the palate as well. So, quick recap then. Almost bramble jam on the nose. Bramble jelly, is that a thing? That sort of homemade jelly or jam from blackberries, but then dry, savoury, and actually quite elegant, mineral, possibly mushroomy, possibly not on the palate. Interesting contrast, and actually I think that is quite similar in some ways to that Bourgogne Rouge the other day. I've probably run out of things to say there, but not bad. Cheers.